So yeah, thank you for attending this course. I would love to hear from you if you have any comments or any suggestions or anything that you're interested in. Feel free to reach out to me. I think my contact details are going to be under the course. But maybe before we wrap it up, there is just one this approach that I found that I really liked in order to assess, because every problem we try to solve is an investment. Every initiative we try to do is an investment. So the 3 why is a very good or effective method for me to validate whether we should basically go or no go decision on anything that we want to do, whether it is building a startup, providing a service, or coming up with a new initiative. And the first why is why anything. What's the problem that's getting us up in the morning in order to resolve? Uh, we don't want to build a food delivery app unless we know that people need food. So there is a specific problem that actually happens. So that's the first criteria that sometimes we overlook, even if the definition is in the back of our head. Articulating it makes it a lot easier to align everybody, whether they be investors, your team, your coworkers, your colleagues, your customers. It's very important to articulate your definition of the problem in order to validate it with everyone that's working with you, and that becomes your North Star. This is our problem. Now, once we've established, yes, there is a problem, the problem is real, the second question is why us? Just because something is a problem and just because we can solve it doesn't mean we should. Because if we decide to do something now, if we decide to do something, that means we can't do something else. Or if we try to do too many things, then it's going to be very hard for us to be really good at one thing. So it's very important to understand, why is it us? Like the example I like to use sometimes is, you have a development team that's in charge of developing Gmail, for example, at Google. Why does this team not develop a food delivery app? I mean, they have a lot of users who are using Gmail who also order food. So the problem is real, but it is not something that they think of doing, even though a large, or I think it's safe to say, everybody using their application at some point or another potentially ordered food. Now, the reason is because they are in mail delivery, or basically they're developing an inbox. Like, their product vision does not include delivering food. Delivering food is a distraction for them. It's not core to their business. Now, that's the why us. Like, we should have a product vision. We should have a sense of where we want to be. Because if we try to be everything for everybody, then more often than not, we're gonna be nothing for everybody. And the last one is, why now? I mean, yes, this is a real problem. Yes, it's in line with our core mission or our core values or mission and vision. But maybe it's just not the time yet, because if we decide to do it again, then we're also saying no to a lot of other things. So why is this prioritized now? If we take a habit of answering these 3 why questions, it's more likely for us to invest in the right thing. So it's good to practice this discipline whenever we're trying to come up with something, because we could be excited because like the problem sounds nice and we forget these 2, or we could be excited because it's very urgent and we forget these 2, or it could be exciting because it's very aligned with what we want to do, but it doesn't really solve any specific problem and it's not really urgent right now. So there are many ways to go wrong here, because we have our own preferences. Forcing or having the discipline to basically go through these 3 questions, uh, yeah, basically helps us come up with more mature and more potentially useful initiatives for our company and our customers. Yeah, and with that, I guess we can wrap it up. Thank you all. And yeah, I hope to hear from you. Any questions, any comment, feel free to leave them. And I hope you enjoyed the course. Have a nice day, everyone.